everybody doing good, man. We living, you know, we outside, we inside, we everywhere. You know how I talk, man. What's popping, folk? Hope everybody good, man. It's one of them days, man. Feeling great, you know what I'm saying? Body, mind, soul, you know what I mean? You got to make sure each station is proper. Make sure your chakras are going good. Make sure, a cleanse good, can make you, you know, depict your emotional state, man. So eat healthy. You know what I mean? Clear your mind, man. Clear your mind and make sure you're thinking positive. I know there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's easier to hate. I get it. You know what I mean? But try to remain positive, think good, and you know, good things that happen. Think good things that come to you. I was always a firm believer of that one, man. But what's going on, y'all? Y'all want to see the driposaurus? Drippy drip. Drippity drip, drippity drip, drippity drip, drippity drip. But yeah, man. Woke up today. There was a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Um, Random. What's going on with TSA, man? You know, one flip of the story. Trump is saying that it's the Democrats that that why we have this debacle. What they're not getting paid. And then you just found out they showed a letter towards Congress where each state, various Democrats are actually trying to refine the bill or re-sign it or just give them paper. Like, yo, let's help these families out, man. They ain't no way on earth you could work and not get paid. And people got bills. I love how this country works, man. When they owe you money, they want to take their lollygagging time to pay you. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as you owe them money, they want it tonight. They want it tomorrow. And we talking about billion-dollar corporations that maybe we should start changing some of these plans, man. You know? If you want to take my money anyway, fuck it. Do a 10-year, $20 a month. You know what I'm saying? For your car note or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What's popping, folk? How you doing? Woo 720 in the building. How you doing? What's going on, man? Just had to add that little salson. But I love how this world works, man. As soon as these colleges want to take their money back from the student loans, they garnishing your wages. They taking your taxes. They do this, do that. Now women understand that whole the child support shit, right? It ain't nice, right? Getting that check taken. It ain't fun seeing your money hard worked just get taken out of your joint, right? And we were trying to warn y'all ladies. We were trying to warn people, yo, this government don't like you. The corporations, your job don't like you. They just using, and abusing. It's all good, Woo. Thank you for rocking with me. If it was a scale of 1 to 10, I'll go 11, man. Straight gay on this side. But yeah, man, this government is not playing nice. Gas prices are through the roof. And then, a lot of these one track minded folks don't understand that gas is relative to everything. Your products come via what? Gas. Your Amazon truck delivery, plane, the everything, your Temu, your every fucking thing. So now they have a reason to up the ante on everything, man. Thank God it's like we getting out of winter. Imagine that it was winter when they played this game. Your fucking heating bill is $2,000 just because you wanted to be warm. It's not fun, man. And people also don't understand when you cook. It's electric gas stove, man. Good morning, Hellboy. What up, man? Sorry about that, Hellboy. Yo, what up, CX? What up? What kind of amulet does it weigh on your neck? Nah, it's just not an amulet, man. It's Jesucristo, man. And then I got the cross, man. But I like to put these bad boys away, man, because I need everybody to maintain on what I'm saying, man. We got to come together. They jerking us. They lying to us about car insurance, about leasing, about everything. How the fuck am I paying this top dollar for something that depreciates as soon as I leave the lot? Explain that to me, car dealerships. And then as soon as I miss a payment, you want to repo my car immediately. No, we gotta. I feel like we should all stop paying insurance. You know, other countries don't do what we do, right, y'all? The tipping, the car insurance, the this, the land taxes, the tax here, the tax for farting, the tax for sneezing, the tax. You know, other places you go, you buy that house, that land is yours, man. You could plant, you could paint, you could do whatever you want. You don't have to call somebody and see if you could paint your house purple. Jorking it to the stashes right now. I feel you, man. What's up, Vartru? I'm 13. Should I leave? Skillful, stay, man. This is the education program right now, man. I'm learning, I'm teaching. I'm trying to guide everybody who is young to make sure you do a few things. I need you to stack your money. Take FOMO out of it. Fear of missing out, get that out of there. You ain't missing out on nothing. There's nothing that's popping anymore. The clubs are done. You understand me? Spring break is done. Wherever you go, man, everybody want to be damaged and causing trouble. Leave me away, man. I'm gonna buy a cabin in the woods, get off of the grid, and live my life happily ever after, man. I don't got time for everybody else's program, man. Everybody want to make you subscribe to their thing instead of helping you out, man. If all these streamers and everybody that had money, did the right thing, we wouldn't see y'all on the internet crying over money now, man. I don't feel sorry. Some of these streamers were getting 100K a month, and then they talking about, oh, now I'm getting 3K. Yo, figure it out, man. You was getting 100K a month. You wasn't putting 90 away. You was a wild dude, man. But sorry about that, everybody. I just had to get that out. But yeah, man. What up? Good morning, Hellboy. What's going on? Skillful Bedbug. CXO. What's up, man? What's going on, Whoa? What's going on, Creed Ladner? Hi, Creed. I'm not the king of the streets, but what's up, Insufficient Studios? How's everybody doing, man? Thank you for rocking with me. Pad up, bro. You ain't gangster on you. Nah, not at all, man. Not at all, Patter. I'm just trying to. I want to be a streamer or content. Nope, don't think like that. Please, skillful. Let me tell you something, man. Everybody thinks that's the easy way of life. That's the easy. It is. It's a shortcut, right? But what they doing is shortening the money now. So what I need you to do is get a trade. Forget, everything else. Make sure you know how to use your hands. Build. Do. You know what? If look, be an engineer, man. We still need engineers, man. Be a mechanic, be a plumber, be a construction worker. Those things ain't gonna go nowhere. You ain't gonna see automated. You ain't gonna see a robot lifting them a forklift. It's not happening. Two by fours, not happening. Meh, meh, meh. Robot cannot construct. They got a 3D printing machine that makes houses and stuff, which I think they should utilize for people that are homeless. But at this moment right now, man, I think you should get a trade, man. Have you seen a ghost? Yes, I have last on Sunday. And everybody, big ups to whatever you believe in, whatever faith system. Yo, make God be your number one, man. Always understand that. Stay positive. Make sure your chakras are good. What's going on, Hellboy? What's going on, Darius? What's going on, Sinster? Bro is telling not to be streamers while streaming. No, I'm not a streamer though, bro. I'm giving a message, bro. I'm not getting monetized. I promise you, man. I ain't making a buck out of this, man. And if you check my page, I got over 600 videos where I'm trying to tell y'all, yo, life gets harder when you get older, man. You know what I mean? Forget the YN, forget the uncle. What's going on, Darius? What's going on, Hellboy from me or something? Yeah, man. I have 47. Yo, I go through that all the time, Hellboy, and I think it's a few things. I think it's them weeding out bots. I think there's a lot of bots in this world, man. I think, yo, a lot of people that thought they were getting viewers, it was just a bunch of bots watching them. They probably had five real humans, and then the rest was just, hello, we're botting. So be careful out there, man. I am a machine operator in Sweden. I do work. Yo, shout out to Patta, man. Yo, Patta, stay blessed. You and the family. Happy 2026. I wish you and your circle, your team. I wish you guys the best, man. Stay working, stay employed, and God bless into that, man. That's a beautiful thing. Don't ever think it isn't. Patta, that's a beautiful thing working. You know what I mean? Welcome everybody to the live stream. Like, thank you, Darius. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we gotta look. The old heads ain't really do it to us. They taught us not to, like, they taught us the little things, but it is up to us to teach. And I don't think a lot of us were teaching, man. We were too busy trying to be down with y'all than teach. So right now is a perfect time. If you're in my channel, I'm gonna get rid of it, man. What's going on? I don't care. First of all, New York, baby. NY, New York, baby, till I die, man. NY till I die. And by the way, these are Meta Generation 2s. I utilize them for the audio. Meta Generation 2s utilized for the audio. Thank you for my audience. I appreciate everybody. I took it off. I got you. I don't care. But like I was saying, back to the message, man. I need everybody to start saving. We got to stop buying. We're one of the most wasteful uh cultures on this planet, man. You go to other countries, you go to their closet, they probably got 5 jeans, couple of sweatpants, papapi, everything fits right there, man. You go to in America, yo, yo, you got people that yo. I remember seeing one of these celebrities bought a house just to put his sneakers in. I was like, imagine that. A house that should be lived in, you just got your clothes because all we do is consume, man. How many Jordans we need, man? How many Louis Vuitton Timberlands we need, man? You're welcome, Darius. Yo, how was your doctor appointment, man? Yeah, I was just about to bring that. Yeah, Darius. I like your shirt. I appreciate you, skillful. Big thanks to the shout out, bro. I appreciate you, Patta. That's what this channel's about, man. I want you guys to understand that this is no hate. I'm not better than you guys. I don't have the answers. At 44, I'm still figuring it out. I'm your unk. I'm Uncle Zay, man. And the audience I do have, good morning, good morning. What's going on, Justin? Yo, the audience I do have, I try to maintain and big you guys up because without y'all ain't me, right? I'm just talking to an iPhone 16 plus. You know what I mean? But appreciate everybody. Hearts up, man, to you guys too, man. But man, I woke up with the fury, the anger to I want to change this world, man. I don't like the direction. I don't like greed. I don't like how gas stations every day could change the yo, that wasn't like that back in the days. And I understand there's a lot of stuff going on, but what happened to them barrels in Venezuela, Trump? What happened to all those barrels in yo, you guys are wild. What, you just gave it to your elite so you guys could fill up your submarines and all your tanks and shit? Yo, they never split it down the middle evenly. It's always 90-10%. I don't like that, man. Start giving us our money. We work hard. We built most of the infrastructures. All we want is just a house and peace. We don't ask for much. Yo, the regular common folk give us a truck, a regular car, you know what I'm saying, for the wife, and that's it, man. And a nice house, man. Nah, you good, Patta? I appreciate you. Yes, I do, Patta. I do. I do, Patta. You know, Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. Now I'm on the West Coast. What's going on, Justin? What's up, everybody? Justin, we don't know, man. There's a lot of weird avenues, man. And that's the thing, men. It take a lot of times, yo. They don't even tell you guys, but men, it takes a while for us to mature. Don't get it twisted. That doesn't mean we're not working early. We're not doing college. We're not doing all that. But when it comes to a little maturity, sometimes it just finding ourselves. Fuck maturity. Finding yourself. It takes a while. You know what I mean? And I think you know when you admit that you're still lost, it's okay, man. Because a lot of us are, man. And that's why my channel is here to fundamentally find a path for everybody to get on, man. I want everybody to be on a positive path. Forget the streets, forget trying to live within the Joneses. None of that shit matters, man. Sometimes you think you're competing with somebody that really don't care, man. They don't give a F. He a broken record pattern. That's a factory. Welcome everybody. Thank you, Darius. What's your favorite song? Skillful. Favorite song. Um either Come As You Are Nirvana or Wu-Tang Ice Cream. I'm just gonna right there, man. Or maybe Jay-Z OJ. Or that Jay-Z Rick Ross song. Remember the fuck we're talking about? What the fuck, whatever. Nobody's talking about Trump pattern. Nah, skillful. Let him look. My channel is here for discussion based, man. And I understand where you're coming from, skillful. But at the end of the day, I just want everybody to know that you guys have free speech, free autonomy to say anything you want in this room, as long as it's not disrespectful and it's not trolling. But other than that, man, we're just conversation is conversation. It builds, right? We're here to build and figure out a solution. I don't think we got geniuses and all these people thinking they doing the right thing, man. They're not, man. They don't know how to, utilize money wisely. Yo, you know how much in taxes we pay monthly to the Yo, it's insane, man. And still roads are looking the way they are. Still, and then you go to Hong Kong or various other countries, even third world countries, roads are cleaner, the streets are cleaner, things are cheaper. Like, how come they could do it free healthcare, free this, free that? You know, you buy a motorcycle, you don't need insurance on it. It's your motorcycle. It's your car. All that other shit is European and American. Like, what's the going on, Christy? Good morning, everybody. It's 10:05 a.m. where I'm at. I hope everybody's having a great day. Wipe the coal out your eyes, brush your teeth, and get ready, man. Have a great day, everybody. I don't like smoking sometimes in front of my viewers, but I do smoke, everybody. Don't pick up that habit. It's a bad habit. And vaping is even worse. But really, I'm at a point where I'm asking what's next. I was trying to keep up with where society thinks I should be, and I don't want that life. I got to make some decisions. Yo, Justin, nobody's talking about Trump. Yo, I got that. Look, you just said it perfect, man. It's the system and the it's where they put us at, right? And you know that pressure, they don't know the stress because they had bread. They always had money. Once you have money, you eliminate, you know, that stress protocol of worrying about bills. And a lot of us have parents that always used to bring that up. Papi, I can't buy you the Jordans because mom, we got rent next month, right? So you always had this hanging over your head that you got to respect money because money, can come and go, man. Yes, I am skillful. That's what's up, Cali. Skillful. I said that's what's up, Cali. What up, skillful? West Coast, man. What's going on, Christy? We pay high taxes here, probably among the highest worldwide. Damn, Pato, sorry to hear that. And thanks for educating me. Thanks for allowing me not to, run my mouth thinking America, has the highest, and then you find out some other place has high taxes as well. You know what I mean? But I don't understand this program of taxes. I don't understand why we have to pay to breathe, literally. And then if you opt out the program, if you don't work, if you don't get the crib, you're homeless. And homeless back then meant like you lived off the land, off the grid. Now homeless is just as a creepy creature, man. What's going on, everybody? Paul, how you doing, Paul? Thank you for rocking with me, Paul. I hope work went well yesterday, man. Once again, what's up, everybody? Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for entering random. It's spelled Randumb because sometimes I just think things are random, man. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in, I'm doing something and then something bad happens and it's my fault. No, I think the world is rigged. I think there's a lot of things that you seem to have a gain on, but you never do. You never have a grip on, you know, that's saying, there's no grip on reality, man. It's true, man. Reality is dependent on your vision, and a lot of other people live a different world than us, man. So I want everybody who's in the same boat to understand, man. You got people outside, inside. We all thinking the same. We all feeling the same. We all trying to figure out this Monopoly game and why I keep ending up back at Go without getting paid at 200 either, man. But it's a hard one, man. It's a hard one. And I'm trying to figure out, besides stacking your money, because they even playing with that with the crypto and all that other shit, making the dollar flop. So regardless of the fundamentals that you take upon to live a better life, they're trying to mess with it, man. Try to have a little bit of subscriptions. You know what I mean? Who's playing Monopoly? I'm down. I never use Yo, be careful out there, man. The STDs in this world now is they creeping crawlers, man. The pull out king for real. I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, back to my joint. Do you think it was a coincidence when our government was emptying the dams? Right? See, Cali, yo, trying to sound. No, that's not skillful. I don't. Yo, shout out to MCX. Whatever that adds up to, like maybe 100 or something. 160. Wait, that's 50. That's 100 and what, 63 or something like that. Whatever it is, man. Shout out to you, man. Your attention is focused on the wrong things, young brother. Yeah, Tim. Thank you, Tim. But yo, man, there's no coincidences, skillful. And shout out to Hellboy, Christy, everybody, Darius, 1113. Thank you, 1113. I appreciate you. Thanks for rocking with me. You know what I mean? And be you, man. A lot of people need to be themselves, man. Sometimes we do need a laugh, you know what I mean? Thank you, Darius. But you're right, there's no coincidences, man. They do things and you scratching your head. Yo, wait a minute. That building 5 years ago used to cost, 30, 40 grand. Now like, yo, they still building a bridge in Cali. What happened to the train system in Cali? Yo, Cali, I don't know how yo, I don't know if it's the contractors that are price gouging, but holy moly, man, you could not have a society building if everything that you need to build costs extravagant prices, man. This never used to be like this. Home Depot used to be a cool place to go to get your lumber and shit like that, especially for construction companies. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't understand this world needs a lot of repairing, man. A lot of our infrastructures, a lot of these buildings. And then what hurts me is we got homeless and they'll let a house go to shit. They let a house go overgrow itself, and God forbid you run in that house is trespassing. Nobody wants the house. Nobody, nothing's happening. Let people take over. And I mean the people that ain't cooking meth and wilding and doing crazy shit, just like people that need a house, man. I don't like the living in the car situation. I don't like that a lot. Maybe I'm supposed to be a politician. I don't know where I'm supposed to go, but I do not like what's happening to a lot of humans. You know, in my day, if you worked, that was guaranteed at least a crib. Yo, now people are doing two, three jobs and can't guarantee a roof over their head. Remember that saying? Yeah, man, I got a roof over my head, baby. You know, give me some shelter, man. I'll worry about the food and the clothing later, man. But those are the three main things you need: clothing, food, shelter. Everything else is just luxury. A car, fucking subscription to Hulu or Netflix, all that other nonsense. And then a lot of times people got subscriptions they're not even using. Check your bill and see you got 20 going here, 20 going. I know that 20 don't seem a lot, but if you got 10 of them motherfuckers, that's $200, man. 200 times 10, that's $2,000. 2,000 times 10, that's 20 bands or whatever the math is. What up, Nene? Good morning, Kurt. Yeah, yeah, man. Get a job, then lazy spec. Yeah, yeah, I feel you, Kurt. Cali gas is so expensive, skill for you landing, baby. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Nathan. Love back goes back to UK. Thank you, Nathan. Literally, yes, 1113. I like that. I like that. But yeah, man, what's going on there, Nate? What's going on, Samantha? Thank you, everybody. That's a fact, man. And let's talk about it. Random. One minute they say get a job, the next minute they go there's no work. So what is it? And then you want me to go on to Indeed or various things that have their own algorithm. So they will go over, yo, my resume has experience, right? And I have various gigs that I not gigs, careers that I worked in: construction, paralegal, washing windows, chef, line cook, various things that should guarantee me a job. But what happens is if my resume doesn't have the algorithmic wording, I will get skipped for somebody that just knows how to do that algorithm stuff. And they got videos on YouTube how to get over on job applications. That shouldn't be a thing. I remember the good old days. You went into that place. Hey, can I speak to your boss or your manager? You shook hands and you dressed appropriately. And 9 out of 10 times, he either told you, he gave you an answer. Let's just say either you were hired or I got enough workers. Thank you for maybe. You know what I mean? They always gave you that. Yo, come back in 2 months. I might need you. Now you got to go through all this paperwork. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Remember that, everybody. It's not what you know. It's not what. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't smoke weed either. No, smoke weed, but don't smoke weed when you're trying to discuss real shit. Two jobs to make ends meet. What's going on, Bug 44? What up, Bug? Anthony. What's going on, Gunsmoke? What's up, Paul Brown? Skillful. How you seen that Disney graveyard filled with hundreds of castles, but Disney is offering none of this to the yes, and still has just collecting dust. Handsome man, thank you, Jesse. I appreciate everybody. Patta, thank you for being one of them real ones, man. JS in the building. Nene. Shout out to my lady audience. Shout out to the queens out there. Women that are standing up and behaving well, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Shout out to y'all, man. That's what's up, Darius. That's what's up, Stop drugs. Can see crack. Yup. Definitely gonna stop drugs. Nothing wrong with weed. That's a fact, JS. Junkie, maybe. Who knows, right? You never know, man. Hold on. Let me. Ah! Yeah, man, no junkie over here, man. I'm just what's that California sober, man? Smoking my pot, and that's it. I don't drink. That's another thing. I think to the folk that say weed is bad, go figure, man. Alcohol is worse, but they tricked. They play a trick on the mind, man. The mind is a very easily thing to wove and weave and get you disrupted. 1 minute you standing on something, and the next that's why you got to really stand for what you say. Your words mean a lot. Always remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Your words are very powerful. Please don't burn bridges and please stand on your word. If anything, you know what I mean? But thank you, everybody. I appreciate y'all, man. Hi, Bug. Yeah, Bug, man. Yo, my brother, how's it going? Yo, Pat. What's going on, Pat? Yo, I got to do this, man. Roll call to everybody in the building, man. We're going to start and we're going to do it the right way, man. Shout out to Whoa, Insufficient Studios, man. What's going on, Craig Ladner? What's going on, 1113? Skillful. How you doing, man? Thank you for rocking with me. Hellboy, Virtue. Okay, we got Pat in the building. Last on Sunday. Thank you for rocking with me, ladies and gentlemen. Sinister, Hellboy, Darius. What's going on, Darius? I don't care. Thank you for rocking with me, man. Nene, Queen, how you doing, ma? My wife is an empress, so I understand. Pato, I'm gonna say your shit again. You all over, baby. Skillful Justin. Thank you for rocking. Christy, how can I forget? One of the ones, man. Thank you, Christy. Thanks everybody. Paul Brown, man. Cool name, man. Cool name. Paul Brown, man. Pato again. Darius, man. Empress, how you doing, baby? I love you. Halborn, man, sir, Skillful, Tim, Darius, Nathan, JS, who that? Kurt, Gunsmoke, JS, La Coca Gaming. What's going on, everybody? Zara, how you doing, Zara? Buck 44, pack, man. We got Bavanado. Yeah, man. Skillful. I'm good, Theozo. Thank you. I got you, Darius. Please don't spam. Thank you, Nene. Thank you, Nene. I do have a job. I make TGE stuff. Good, man. Continue that. God bless your jobs. And to the people that do have work, man, remember it's a blessing, man. In disguise, but it is, man. It's a blessing. So yeah, continue working hard and do what you have to do to become who you want, not become what they want you to become. Become who you want. Because when you're you, you're happier that way, man. Hit the gym, Trey. I'm trying, man. Doing some push-ups, calisthenics, man. Nobody calls it the stuff unless you're a snitch or cop. That's a fact, man. Like Nene. Goddamn Trey. Shout out from Cincinnati. What's going on, Marty? Thank you, man. Cincinnati. Shout out to y'all, man. What's going on, Marty McFly? Favorite movie, Back to the Future. I don't have a job, deny money loans to hardworking people, and only give loans to corporations. Yep, that's how it goes, gaming. It's a sad way the world spins. Bye. Later, Zara. Have a great one. Stay positive, though. You know what I mean? But, gaming, that's the way it is, man. It's sad, right? And then they go, yo, to the people that are graduating, yo, you need 3 years experience. How am I gonna get that? Like, make it make sense, man. This world is getting crazier, man. Have a job, get wrecked. That's good, Zara. You know what I mean? Taxi driver. I'm glad you're a taxi driver, man. Sweet is still known worldwide. Yeah, Patter. That's what's up, man. And that's good to know what your country offers. You know, a lot of people don't understand the businesses and politics that are going on in this world, man. A lot of people see war as war when it has an underlying resource management, resource gaining, resource conglomeration, resources. Give me your resources. That's what's going on with Africa. Africa should be the richest motherfucking place in this world, but they lack in unity. They got so many dictators that are taking little, hush money here, hush money there, yeah, whatever, blah, 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 and never giving it to its people. And that's why, we're having a weird situation out there in Africa, man, because they should have paper, man. They got oil, gems, everything we need in our cell phone comes from Africa, man. In New York, we still got taxi drivers. I do admit that. But thank you for that one, Patta. My country is getting extorted for coal, Bug 44. And I should have said that word, extorted. You ain't lying, man. That's another way of getting. Yo, they used to call, I got this from Zygus, man. They used to call it a political hitman, a political assassin. You know what that is? So he goes in there, offers the country some type of contract that he knows they can't afford to pay back. So what happens when they don't pay back? America comes and takes their resources. It's a foul game, man. It's a foul game. Hope you're all doing good. Thank you, Darius. The high temp is also tough. That's a fact, Patter. Please turn to Jesus. Yes, we always do on this side. Thank you, Elijah. Thank you, Elijah. No spamming, but I appreciate you. We do love, you know what I mean? We definitely love on this side. I'm a background actor and I've seen some cool people, but I had a bad experience and it's a very long story, so I won't say, but it wasn't good and they need to get their stuff straight. That's a fact, skillful. You know what I mean? Maybe one day, when you're a norm, you know what I'm saying? We'd definitely have that conversation. And you know what I mean? And I would love to hear it, you know what I'm saying? And listen, actually. But yeah, man, it's sad. A lot of these industries, people don't understand how rough and tough they are. We just see the dotted line of the money symbol and we forget what comes with it. You know what I mean? A lot of souls are lost. A lot of people aren't the same anymore because of that dollar. Money breeds evil, man. It is super foul, man. Why can't I support with a super chat, bro? You could definitely support. I don't know what that means, but yo, Pat, I'm building my channel, man. I'm 4 months in. I had this channel for a while, but now I'm actually, harnessing my energy to do good, man. And I think I'm in that place for it. My mind wasn't there yet, man. At 42, 43, I was gaining myself. Actually 40, you know what I'm saying? But it took a while, man. It took a while to weed out backstabbers. It took a while to even put some family on hold, man, because nobody hurts more than family. I never cried more with the fan band. I hope you make it big, homie. Yo, cheeseburger in the crib, nigga. That's a great saying. That's a great statement, man. I appreciate you. You a Vato? No, I'm not a Vato, man. I just have a Rolling Stones tattoo, and I like the Yankees, but definitely not a Vato, man. But shout out to the Vatos, man. That's another flip. You know what I mean? A lot of folk be like, nah, nah, nah. Nah, man. Whoever you are, shout out to you guys, man. I just hope that we slow down on the gang banging and start teaching these kids that there's a better world out there than losing their life. You know what I mean? A lot of lives were taken during this drill movement from 2011, 2012, all the way to now, man. These kids are literally losing lives over people they don't know. Most of the time, when it's beef on the block, it is what it is, man. Hopefully, you don't join a gang that you inherit their beef, and that's what happens. What up, homie? What's going on, Icus? Icus Ico site. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning. What up, Joy? Bug 44. Thank you, Cheeseburger. I appreciate you, Skillful. Thank you, Nene and Darius for being y'all. I appreciate everybody in here, man. What up, homie? How's it going? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Likewise, man. I hope you're doing well as well. You know what I mean? Stay positive and thank you for rocking with me. Thanks everybody for the thumbs up. Thanks everybody for the support. And most importantly, man, if you sub to me, I'm gonna sub to you. You know how that slogan goes. $8, $8 random. You know how we do, everybody. Yo, Paul Brown, have a great day at work, man. See you later, man. Bye, Paul. Later, man. Have a great day, Pop. What's your favorite breakfast, man? Got to be the eggs with the bacon and the French fries and the white toast, baby, and a nice fresh squeeze, cold OJ with the little furry, the OJ stuff. Give me all that, man. Love my orange juice, man. Whose dad is this? Rob Diddick. Ah, shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Nah, facts for real. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Johnny. I'm here, but driving. Yeah, Christy. Yo, women always multitasking. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate you. Man, I wish my family loved me more. Not even a B day when. Oh, yeah. Patta, happy belated birthday, man. Yo, fanboy. What up, fanboy? Fan bow. I keep saying boy, but what up, fan bow? How you doing, man? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. What up, my G? I hope all is good in your neighborhood. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the backup. And I appreciate you, fan bow. Thank you, man. Greetings, A. New in here. Thank you, Chorus World. Thank you. I appreciate you. And thanks for the thumbs. Thanks for the sub. And thank you for coming in this channel. You're gonna see we have a great group of people in here. And everybody say what up to Chorus. And yeah, thank you. What up, Bug? What do you do for fun? What do I do for fun? I love traveling. I love and traveling doesn't have to mean so far, right? I like going to the zoo. I like doing shit, man. Last this Saturday that passed, I went to Venice Beach. Yo, that looked like smog. That was really the weather. It was like very misty, even though there is smog. But shout out to Venice Beach. A lot of artists out there. Beautiful sight. And it looked like Grand Theft Auto 5. I can't lie. Later, Paul. Welcome, Q. Thank you, Nene. Thank you, Nene. What did I have for breakfast today? I got breakfast from me and my wife, man. Got McDonald's and then I brought it to her office, man. Shout out to McDonald's. Absolutely. I seen positive vibes. Thank you. Seems like positive vibes in here. It is. We're good people. And we're not just saying that. You know how they say, yo, a good person doesn't have to say they good, but sometimes you gotta, remind the motherfucker sometimes. But yeah, we good on this side. We cool and we lay back and we understand what's going on in this world, meaning like it really is us against them. And they squeezing us for all our coins, man. And I don't like that. I don't like people are suffering when we shouldn't be. One minute it's we're the richest country, and next minute is like we have a strip called Skid Row. I don't like it. I know Jeffrey Epstein. I know it's you, right? I got the beak though. Yeah, yo, it's me. I ain't never gonna say that. But man, whatever that man was doing, I look random. I do believe he used information. I do believe he brought people to his island, and there was cameras everywhere. He taped them doing wild things, and he was like, "Look, I got you. What's that called? Ransom or extortion?" He was like, "Mm." So yeah, man, be careful where you lay, man. Bo there, you're not Tom Brady. Nope, not at all, man. Hell yeah, gotta stay doing shit you love. Thank you, Bug. Absolutely. Thank you, everybody. What's going on, Mike? Play your cards right, Brody. You could really clap. Stop. Preston, you know what I mean? I'm happily married, man. Got my wife and shout out to women being women, man. That's another thing. We shouldn't always have sexual tension just because they're a lady, man. You know what I mean? She could be somebody's mom, somebody's sister, somebody, So always respect, you know what I mean? That's how I live. I always respected women, man. Especially cheating, man. People don't understand how badly that feels. I don't ever want that to come across my lady. How am I talking this fly shit then gonna do that? That makes no that's that's how crazy this world is, but I'm not crazy with it, man. I'm not crazy with it. Yeah, Diddy about to come home though. I'm gonna take that fishy. What's going on, Mike? Blackmailing. Thank you, Bug 44. Thank you, man, for listening, and I appreciate you, skillful. Thank you, Bug. Yo, thank you, Skillful, for rocking with me. I hope you had a good time. Thanks for the sub. I'm a sub to you. And yeah, man, just come in. I try to do this from 10 to 11. And yeah, chat with us, man. Have a good time, man. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Your time means a lot. You know what I mean? Little goldfish. Exactly. Why you think Diddy? Yo, you know, men, we understand we have something that, the biology, whatever we want to put an excuse to. But I do know there was a time where, we were walking this earth, maybe in the 90s, Like Pac said, if you a bitch, we gonna call you a bitch. But back then there were more ladies, man. We really had queens, man. So peace, homie. Thank you, skillful. Have a great one. Thank you. Thank you. What's your favorite crime? Eesh. If I was to go crime, it would be stealing because sometimes people steal to support themselves, right? Or just to get a meal. Like random. I saw what's the donut place? Whatever, that big the donut chain. Yo, somebody opened up the garbage joint and it was all the old glazed donuts and all the it's like, yo, you should have gave that to the homeless. You should have broke it down and gave it to birds or just gave it recycled it. Why is everything and there's a law in New York City where an establishment has to throw away the old food. They can't give it away. Some dude got arrested for giving food to the homeless. It's just weird. That doesn't make any sense, America. But then you're gonna send money to the Ukraine. Then you're gonna send money to Islam. Like you like, and we can't even help our own. Make it make sense. Sorry, I just go on my shit, changing my gender soon in a program. Oh, if you are, yo, shout out to that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. It's just what I do say is I hope it's the right decision. What's going on, Anthony? What's your favorite crime? I already did that. Hi, Preston. Welcome. What's up, Preston? Thank you, everybody. This is like I'm liking it. I feel like speed now. My shit is going. Thank you, everybody. Understandable. Yeah, 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 man. Changing my gender. Yep, yep, yep. Just checked out some of your content. Sub. Thank you, world. You know what I mean? Chorus world. It's just very fun, my channel. You know what I mean? And I like I said, I'm a man of my word. I like to explore. And yeah, man, life is very beautiful. Half glass full than empty, right? Half glass full than empty, everybody. Yeah, they be throwing out so much good shit. I saw someone get fired from at McDonald's for giving. Yeah, it's like I don't understand that. I don't understand that. We're the biggest weight. We got fucking landfills filled with just like Labu. You know what I'm trying to say? Troll dolls. Remember in our era, it was the troll doll. It was this doll that had a little emerald in his stomach and his hair was different colors. And everybody had 1,000 of them in their room. Luckily, they were just this big, and you could just have them in your room and not hanging on your book bag. You understand? But damn, they be throwing out so much stuff. Can you sing? Do you know what it's like when you want to go cry and sing? Like, yeah, man. And people lie to you guys. Cry, let it out. It don't have to be in front of people. Go into the shower. If you got a good bathtub, sit down, let that rain hit you, and can cry, man. Let it out, man. You're not supposed to harness that dark energy, that pain. Back in the days, you would let like grown men are allowed. People are allowed to cry. That's all I'm gonna say, man. I know, Patter. I know, Patter. I know. Yep. Had a homeless dude ask if I could throw another cookie in the bag, and I do them too. Fuck corporations, man. Give us community. That's a fact, man. And yo, at the end of the day, we're not hurting nobody. You're still making your gajillion dollars, McDonald's, and somebody else gets their little tummy fed. Boo hoo. I'm tired of it, man. Why you guys don't think I'm lying? You don't think it's a system? Why? How come when in school they know data? Why you think they give jobs to certain people? Because they know they're gonna spend it. Why you think they never give real money to people that want to change the world? It's not fundamentally like by accident. It's a protocol. They have it in line so good people don't get money because good people will buy acres of land and start building homes for people. Good people will have a line of at least food, man. And we do have great people that do that, man. They got churches where people bring food. Yo, the tomato might look like it got three eyes, but damn, it's still a tomato. Yeah, Patta. I'm sorry, man. I just like sometimes you're just like, yo, why is it so hard to do the right thing? You don't need to go to school to know that your heart feels better when you do good for humans. Yo, you got more people liking animals more than humans. That's a fact. A dude will stop his car, pick up a cat, and put him in his car, then give But you're right, Patter. I get invested. Yeah, Mike. I appreciate you, Mike. Had a home. Yeah, Mike. That's definitely a W. I did security for a clothing store one time, and a homeless guy came in screaming, and I just disrupted everything. And I just talked to him like a human being, and we walked outside and asked him what's going on. He said he just needed some shoes and some food. That's all. Sometimes if you get to the, and yo, when you're homeless, you're not asking for a lot. Remember that one too. To the ones that are scamming, to the homeless that are, you always have bad apples everywhere. Yup. Tale as old as time, Mike. You are a blessed soul. Thank you, Mike. Bought him some shoes, went out, got him some food, and the next day from that day, he was normal. He wasn't screaming or anything. Some people just need help. That's all. And we gotta have help where it looks like it's genuine care, not like you're just a number. Hey, how can I help you? Your name is? Nope, your name is not your name. Your name is 0244. And like, no, man. We gotta have humanity again, man. Where's all the baddies at, bro? I don't know, man. I don't know. I know I have some in here. No disrespect, wife, but you know what I'm saying? Giving money to a panhandler creates more panhandlers, not less. I understand that, Jay, but the flip side is they need help, man. And we're not saying, yo, help. You can't help the world, right? But but how come we're not even helping our own country? That's where my line goes. Yo, if you look at how much America sends other countries. Yo, we pay for other countries' healthcare to be free in their country. Yet over here, you got mothers that have only two kids and they paying $3,000 a month in health coverage. Another thousand for the car and the truck. Another 3,000 for the home. Yo, you got to make 10 bands a minute out here. Nice seeing you. Nice seeing you. What up, Darius? Thank you, pa. Yes, love goes a long way. Treat yourself with that same love too, though. Yeah, Bug. That's a fact. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Darius. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, everybody. Mark, thank you. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. And Jay, I understand where you're coming from. That's why this is a conversational board. We're here to discuss and figure out. You know what I mean? And you're right. Sometimes when you give free, you got a lot of people that just expect it after that, right? So we have to have a something has to, I don't know. I'm just here talking and I'm just preaching positivity and wishing that none of us go through that. Wishing that people that I found or talked to, that you guys don't sleep in your car, or I pray on that. What's going on, Mark? Thank you, Mark. Detroit, shout out to Detroit. Yo, Detroit, man. Detroit used to hold America down, if you don't know. One of the biggest, yo, at one point, Detroit was the richest city on this country, man, because they had all those factories making cars. Why did we stop that? I don't know. You know how many fucking jobs are lost at a factory job, man? Factories are big establishments, man. We need to help veterans for real. Ain't no reason. Yeah, homeless, yeah. But we talking about you served? Nope. And can we build a 30-story and it's an apartment? Just give them a room, a bathroom, a kitchen, and like we don't, you know what I mean? Why can't we can't do that? But these rich guys could buy super yachts. Make it make sense. You know what I mean, y'all? That is wrong. It is, Pat. That's the passion coming out of you, man. You are a real good person, and unfortunately, you can't hide it. Thank you, Hellboy. One love, man. I always try my best to help the homeless. Thank you, D. Des. Thank you, Des. Thank you, Mark. Thomas. Help the homeless first, bro. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Bug. You've been landing, Mike. You've been landing, Mark. You've been Patta. Thank you. Elijah, thank you for that message. When you help someone, you will get your blessings in return when you're not expecting it. Thank you, Fan Bao. That's a fact, man. Des, yes, my best friend just got out of surgery today, and I'm so lucky she survived because she was 68% going to die. Yo, everybody, shout out to Des and her friend for making it, man. We need more lives, man, than losing, right? Shout out to you, Des. Mike, man, they should smoke more. The veterans that fought for everybody in this country is sadly forgotten. Why is that, Nene? Why did the men that they and we just think, oh, they were there for like who cares? Like, no, man, even they were there for whatever Vietnam, they were there for years, right? But to come back, man, and just imagine the program that is America. Nah, man. At least make sure they're good. I shouldn't be seeing them with a sign in a wheelchair on the side of a road, man. I know, and we wind up in debt. It's bullshit the way tent is gas is, cigarettes are. Do you know just to rent an apartment you need 6 months to pay? Yes. Seven, it's crazy. Thomas, you landing, baby. Definitely I remember Detroit. Made cars and uncles all retired from GM. Thank you, Mark. That's a fact. That was a fact, everybody. Listen to that, man. Hell yeah, right? Yup. That's welcome. Yup. Jay, it's always us poor people. Yes, giving her money, giving the money away. And we wonder why we poor and we complain that the rich people don't give away their money. I think it's more of the pressures they're creating for us. I think, if you're in the government, your main job is to facilitate a country that your people aren't burdened as much. And I think they know what they're doing, man, because everything is look, people that are 60s, 70s, 80s babies, we remember a time where Bill Clinton they weren't so harsh on us. You at least got to breathe. Your father worked one job, your mother stayed home watching the kids, so the kids got the love. And guess what? It was prosperous. It worked in America. So somewhere down that greedy line, somebody was like, "Hey, I want to be rich too." And it's like, play your role, man. Not everybody was supposed to be rich, but comfortable. I take comfortable over rich any day. Give me my piece. Yo, bless up for that. She made it. Thank you, thank you. That's what's up, Mike. Take care, everyone. Chorus World, thank you for coming in. Have a great day. Take care. Take care. So Eminem live here in Sweden. Shout out to Patta. Eminem, man, great pen. I had an idea, make greenhouses for the homeless. Let's try it, Mark. Who knows, right? It's always us. Yup, I got you, Jay. People who really need help, the disabled, the elderly, have programs and resources to help them. Most homeless people are drug addicts, and it's nasty. I don't. And you're right. You are right. I could drive and be like, "Hey, what's up, yo? You see the fiend? The fiend got cash assistance, food assistance, all this shit, and he don't get the housing because he's still using. That's the only thing that's separating him from being in an apartment. But then the flip side, you got a veteran, and they don't help him the same. You got a mom of three, just like, yo, I need help. They deny her food stamps, but then give the food stamps to the lady. That's why I say it's rigged. Because why are all the people doing dirt winning? It's not by accident. Maybe 100 out my bank account converted to pesos and handed. Yo, Hellboy, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, man, help. America's dumb. They don't take care of home first, but they can't take care of our country at all, fan bow. Big huge shout out, you Des. Yup. Thank you, Darius. Hit the wage tray. I'm trying. We always help the illegals. Yup. We need to help our own, man. That's a fact. Welcome, Jay Will. Thank you, everybody. You got streamers on this platform right here saying they're homeless, begging for money. Giving them money doesn't encourage them to. Yeah, man. And look, I'm a firm believer of scamming, man. Meaning, I understand there's people out here that specifically all they try to do is scam, man. That's all they try to do. So you're right, man. It is hard to try to weed out who's for real. That's why EBT had this huge fraud, this big thing that just happened because a lot of people misuse programs and they abuse situations and you know what I'm saying? So, it's very hard to try to like I said, it feels like the people that are doing dirt are winning, man. And everybody that's doing it by the book is losing. And I don't like that. I don't like that. It feels like that. It shouldn't feel like that. Sorry, I just gotta charge my stuff. I'd rather it not die. You know what I mean? But what up, folk? Let me see. Have a good day. Thank you, everybody. Bug 44, support them enough to stay where they are. Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Mark. Sorry to hear that, Mark. Wait, let me read that then, Mark. Let me see. I'm 60 and people say just, yeah. And I don't like that. 1 minute it goes, yo, times buy Farcoin. I bought 200 and they rug pulled me. Yo, they say, motherfucking, at this age you'll be good. So just work, right? Then when you do all the work, they keep pushing the finish line further and further. But for them, it was 55, and they were good. I don't understand it, man. Basically, by the time me, man, like me and my wife, like It's gonna be you're gonna be 90 years old. I don't like what they're doing, man. You mismanaged the money. You fucked up a lot of things. We don't even have the gold and over here in the early 1900s, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street had their own community. Then they were burnt down to the ground. And yo, you know how many towns are underneath lakes right now? How many black towns are underneath either other towns or lakes, man? It's very scary stuff how they got rid of that. They say, yo, why come they didn't just get together and they did, ladies and gentlemen. They really did, man. Oh man, so hard. Senrisa. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Um, just stay strong and just keep fighting and make sure. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. Sometimes there's nothing to say about life, but life, just stay positive. That's all I'm gonna say, right? Because this world, I swear, it's rigged to break people. This world is rigged to make you lose and snap. But we definitely feel for you and we wish you the best. Hit that like. Thank you, Darius. Thank you, Nene. Thank you, everybody. Mark, I appreciate you. Thank you, Mark. God bless you too, man. But that's what I needed. I needed an audience that was out there that was just waiting for a Puerto Rican kid to just talk and be about the people, man. You know, and I'm not monetized, so I'm not getting. You know what I mean? It's not about like we need to bring it back to love and the basics of life, humanity. A baby could die if you don't coddle it or hug it. Maybe I am a goofy. Who knows? You know what I mean? I'm definitely not trying to be a gangster. You know what I'm saying? That gangster shit will leave you in the graveyard, man. All I got by that, you got female energy, is just telling me females are just with the shits now. We all goofy, bro. Be yourself. That's a fact. Like, you know what I mean? Some people want you to give them energy, but when you don't, you know what I mean? Thank you, Senrisa. I hope you stay strong. My God will answer your prayer. Just have faith and don't give up. That's the game, is just not giving up, not allowing this world to break you and win. That's a fact. Thank you, Senrisa. I appreciate that statement, Mark. I appreciate you guys. You know what I mean? I really do. A lot of folk don't understand the type of audience they gather, and then they want to. Your words are very powerful. You could guide people to do wrong. I don't want that for my audience. I want everybody to stay, in love and happy and try. And even if it's just us, fine. Let the world be chaotic and hate each other. But I'm not going down that alley, even though it's easier to hate than love, man. Actually, it's easier to love, but people forgot how to do it, man. It's like riding a bike, everybody. Left foot, right foot. Sometimes we have to remember the Santina got mad because the Messiah hung with the. Yep, yep, Mark. We gotta remember these things, man. Is the world don't break you, you make it strong. It'll make you stronger. Words are spells, bug. Words are spells, and they knew that back then, man. Words are so powerful. Look how, Christianity won over. Between the Saxons and various other groups, Viking. The word, man. Words are very powerful. Back then a lot of kings were taking the word was from their high priestess. It wasn't from a general who fought wars for him. It wasn't from his family. It was from a priest that was. So yeah, words are super powerful, man. How you use them, how you put them together can create. The tongue is a powerful weapon, Mark. That's a fact, man. Shout out to y'all, man. People are hard-headed as fuck until they around and find out from not listening to their elders. And look, we're telling y'all, hold your hand before you cross the street, stack your bread, be careful, get a job. Yes, we're buying into this program. We understand it. We knew it. We knew it was a slavery type program, but in order to pay your bills and live, we knew we had to do it. You know what I mean? It was their game that they made us play, you know? But you just gotta stay strong, man. I know it's harder said than done sometimes, depending on your situation, depending on your environment, depending on where you are at this moment. Not everything is honky dory, but at the same time, you can think like me. You can be positive. You can block out the noise. Your frequencies are very big too, how they disrupt your own frequency. So make sure what's around you isn't loud, obnoxious, and craziness, man. And yes, Mark, that was always a thing. The youth was supposed to teach us too. But the thing is, what they gravitated to was just a lot of bad and violent activities. We weren't licking ice cream, putting it back into the freezer aisle. We weren't wearing panties as a mask. We weren't fucking shooting a friend over french fries or killing over a music track or smoking dead homies. When it first came, it was because the outlaws smoked on Tupac, and that was a sense of we love you, we miss you, we want to be a part of you. It wasn't meant in a disrespectful manner. I don't know how they take everything that we did positively and flipped it into some demonic, demon time was a thing in 2016. Fits like what? We don't want no demon time over here, man. We just want, regular time and positive energy. Yeah, man. That's what I was just saying. And they chose to not be teachers no more. I remember in the 80s we didn't have cellular internet, and it was the best time on earth. That's why I'm so grateful I was born at that time because I got to ride bikes. I got to be loved. I got to see life as it should. You know what I mean? No pipe over here, but yeah, man, I got to get a job, man. I definitely do. We got a day off. We walk to the mall. Yeah, we got the bikes together. We got the people together. We went to our friend's house, or we went to the movies. Remember that feeling of going to the movies with your friends and shit? Like, oh my God, we're gonna see Little Giants. Woo! Positive vibes. Yeah, Frank. What's going on, Frank? Thank you for rocking with me, man. I appreciate you, Pi. Are you still in Houston or you back home, man? I just hope your trip went safe. That's all, man. Yeah, young. I'm a 50s baby. Senrisa, it's okay, man. Como está? Como está mi gente? And it's dope to have. And I don't like the separation or wordplay. Like I said, words are powerful. So unc and auntie and elders, that's all weird, man. It's relative, man. Especially in the time of space, man. We babies in the grand scheme of things. These things been going on for millions of years. Some of us lifespan, people are dying at 50, 60. That's a blink of an eye, man. So it's really what you do with your life, man, that matters. And a lot of people think there's a to be continue, or like you take off the headset and you're like, no, man, you got one life. You make sure you use it wisely, man. Going back to Mexico in 2 weeks. Okay, okay. Still in H Town. Have fun, or business, but enjoy your stay. Random, but the only person who goes live that I actually sit here and listen, watch people who get the big. You seem like a genuine. Thank you, Bug. Like and subscribe. Yeah, that's what's going down on this side, man. We gotta figure out things, and it's gonna take time. It's gonna take a group of members. That's why back in the days they used to have a group of members that dictated the village. So it's gonna take a lot of us, man, to piece together what they are destroying. They taking the Jenga pieces out, and damn, it's wobbly. We gotta put some of them pieces back, man. Raised a lot of babies in H Town. That's what's up. That's what's up. We just need to, stay focused and understand that, life is what you make and you create, you manifest. Your words are powerful. Don't burn bridges. Be about your word. And if you could love somebody, love them to the day they die, man. Because death, there's no coming back to. And I learned the hard way. We usually did, some of us. Thank you, Darius. Thank you, Darius. I want a lot of us who are on the younger spectrum to avoid some of the things, man. Trust me, ain't a pair of Jordans you gonna miss out on. Ain't a T-shirt that ain't gonna be old in a year. That they say is fly today. You know what I mean? So don't buy into some of these games, man. Especially the fashion game. That shit goes so quickly. Why you think they're going back to our old school way of dressing? Skinny jeans wasn't a thing, man. You gotta breathe, man. Government wants to keep everyone separated. That's why there's distractions. Yo, back in my day, the most was politics or religion, and they said both of those you don't speak at a dinner table. Maybe sports, but even sports was still like you would go to the bar with your friend. He's a Bear fans, the Bears, and you're a Cowboys fan. Nobody got into a brawl. Yeah, there was fights. Yeah, things happen. Yeah, people were murders happen, but it wasn't so. Maybe I don't know if it's because things are being filmed, so we see it so much more. But I think there was more love back then, man, or not even love, just like understanding that why am I going to jump out the bag for something that I don't own? People fighting over teams they don't have a stake in. You're fighting you're claiming a block none of you guys own buildings on. It's just crazy life, man. Yeah, man, the Cowboys. Shout out to Troy Aikman, Emmett Smith, Michael Irvin, Johnston, um the punter, he was like a German dude or something, Jamanowski. Yo, shout out to the Cowboys, man. When they stopped doing block parties, that's when they lost the community to find out what's going on with you. That's what, yo, people thought it was just, look, three doors down, bought the hot dogs. Over here, bought the buns. This lady bought the plates. Somebody made the salad. Everybody brought something to the table. It wasn't a freebie, like, oh, I'm just trying to, get another shortcut in life. No, no leeches here. Everybody made sure that they put down. And then the parents would get in order and talk about the bad kids and the good kids and what was going on in that neighborhood. Why is that kid bad? Maybe, yo, mom, what's going on at home? And they actually say, hey, you need help? Is everything okay? Yes, the community could give you pow pow. Yes, your neighbor could give you a whipping if you were, out of control. We lost community for real, man. And there was something beautiful about knowing your neighbors, wasn't it? It felt like you had more brothers and sisters. Coming from a single, mom's single, and then I was the only kid until my sister, but my sister, I was already 16, 17. So, you know what I mean? It was just community mattered, man. And the village, what we always say it took a village to raise kids, but now they want a single mom to do it by herself. And then they want mama to or papa to work 17,000 jobs. So you can't even be home to check the homework and do things. Let me see, Frank. Let me see. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got that. I got that. I got that. But yeah, man, there was an understanding. There was and I'm not trying to be so nostalgic, but yeah, I want those times to come back, man. I miss them days, man, for real, man. Just not on some grumpy old man shit, but just listening to kids playing outside is a beautiful sound. The laughter, the playing, sometimes the crying, right? But it was cool, man. Now it's Roblox or Fortnite or this skin or that, and you're cooked and this, that, and I don't know. When I build that time machine, y'all coming with me. I'm gonna make sure my my car that's gonna break the sound of light and shit and go back is gonna have an attachment like a little bus. What was the car called? With a D. That car was fire though, right? That car was fire, man. You know what I mean, Bug, right? We out of here. DeLorean, right? I'm gonna have a DeLorean. In fact, I'm gonna stretch it. Stretch the. Yep, I'm gonna have magic school bus type shit. We out of here. Bloof. Fuck, man. Raising children requires the collective effort, support, and interaction of a community, not just parents. If It signifies that neighbors, teachers, and extended family play vital role in a child's life. That's exact fan bow. You landed that one. So much anger in this world over nothing. You know what I mean? Everybody, yo, and you know what? Another thing I don't like. I don't like that. Nobody could say something like I can't say like what was that thing? It's like I like bagels. Oh, you got problems with muffins? It's like no, nigga, I just like bagels. Why is everything got to be an argument, right? Everybody's combative. Everybody is defensive nowadays. We got to leave that at the door, man. I could say I like bagels with butter and jelly, and somebody could say, yeah, I like cream cheese. All right, cool. They taste great as long as you're not full, right? I mean, hungry. When a child cried and 5 months ran out the check, I missed that. Damn, bagels with cream cheese on it. There you go, fan value. That's what I mean, man. And it's okay. It's perfectly fine for the bagel. You know what I mean? But we shouldn't have a stake in every goddamn thing, man. We're so defensive. If we're so defensive, we should have 1,000 lawyers lining up, man. Be a lawyer, man. You know, fight for somebody's life. Don't fight for fucking a banana. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody. We hit 11 o'clock. This conversation was great. We had a great room. We had a great run. We actually, as usual, amazing dialogue. Conversation was up to par as usual. Um, I dig everybody, man. Hearts up. I gotta go because it's getting hot. Once again, I'm doing this for me, and you know what I mean. And I appreciate the audience. So thank you, everybody. Hearts up, hearts up. Thank you for rocking with $8, $8 random. Uh, we inside, we outside, we everywhere. Sub to me, I'm a sub to you. Love you guys. Have a great day. Stay blessed. And yeah, man, see you on the next stream, man. We always do this daily, man. You know what I'm saying? So have a great one, everybody. We all need hugs. We all need not to feel alone. And yeah, man, I'm gonna hit the gym, Nene. Nene in the building. Thank you, ma. I appreciate everybody. Love you, babe. I love you, everybody. Be good. Stay up. Stay blessed and stay positive, man. Half glass full, then empty. Peace. $8, $8. I'm out of here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. I used to go and ride a mongoose bike everywhere with friends and drinking water. Yep. From the hose, Frank. That built your immune system. Sorry, I had to, always got to read my peoples, man. Shout out Fan Bow. I'm about to go live in 10 minutes. I'm gonna be there, Fan Bow. Just give me some time. I'm gonna, freshen up, but I'll be there in 15. I got you, Fan Bow. Everybody be good. Bye. Later, everybody. Peace.